So for the start of episode 21 of Factorio's Space Age Deathworld Marathon Blind Playthrough, let's just poke around Novice for a bit, because it's looking pretty good. All the belts are full, all the assemblers are running. Yeah, this is the first red and green science we built. We sort of started rebuilding it and then didn't do that, and it's getting its work done. That's fine, you know. Belts are full, red chips are building up. We've got 1,000 uncommon uranium ammunition. Biters are going to have a rough time with that. Labs are disco. Red chips are actually kind of building up, which is kind of exciting. And we're just kicking through a variety of generic, helpful, useful text that will do some stuff. Yeah, we're apparently doing steel plate productivity before we're doing mining productivity, even though one of those is, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. We'll get through it. And I'm looking at this thinking, you know what, we could actually have some more modules, because all of this has filled up and kind of shut down too. So I think actually, it's not here, it's on these inserters. Yeah, we're just going to start making this worse, because we are currently on Fulgora, and we're going to make all of that worse as well. And some of these things might help. Actually, I probably don't care about the prod mods. The prod mods are quite possibly just Prod Mod 3 food. But yeah, the purple and yellow science is backed up and doing whatever it needs to when we are... Yeah, we're currently not running. We're mostly going for techs at the moment that are either purple or yellow, and so... Okay, so here's one that's both. So the other gets a chance to build up if we're not running at full rate. I don't know that we can actually sustain this. But yeah, and then I think part 2 of let's kick this off. Actually, let's check that all these guys are doing their automatic request business, because the next thing we're going to do is grab future. We've got a couple of platforms that look like this that are all harvesting ice hanging around above Fulgora where we are for power plant purposes. Yeah, just drop the rest of that ice. Do I want most of this can probably stay? You know what, drop all the... Actually, I don't know if I have space for those. Never mind, we'll just put them anywhere. Are these Astro collectors? No storage thing. We did kind of want a storage thing, but never mind. Okay, you are instead going to head back to Novice, and then we are going to add a module request. Which of these are any of these? Maybe we'll just make a new one. Okay, it's fine. We want some of those quality modules that we just were making a lot of. We want some number, I guess, of Prod Mod 2s, because we might be doing science things. And then we want... Yeah, let's get another large number of Speed 1 modules, because we also would like a number of Assembler 2s as well, because I don't think we've actually automated its Assembler 3s anywhere. Hopefully we have enough space for this, whatever. And then also let's grab some roboports, like another 20 roboports. And this is, yeah, we can just hang around on Novice here. We'll probably get there. These will probably be processed out. It's probably fine. Yeah, we'll process all of those out. It'll be fine. We'll get enough space there. And then, yeah, we'll back on Fulgora. We are making a mess, and we're going to use all that stuff to help us make a mess. We've got this new wagon craft, which is working on rare efficiency modules and rare speed modules and accumulating rare processing units and rare LDS and basic chips. I don't know why we've got those. Let's leave the various rare bits in here. Oh, we've got rare engines. Rare engines want to be in this machine, which we are going to use to make rare electric engines as soon as we get lubricant, because we are going to use all of these things for some rare personal equipment, which is very exciting. And yeah, I've got all of these uncommon gear wheels that I don't necessarily have anything to do with. And then yeah, down here we've got belts of stuff for which we are setting up for the things which we need for science. I think we didn't quite get around to plugging those in. And then somewhere else, yeah, we've got this other wagon craft which is doing the holmium stuff at different qualities, which is probably also fine. And yeah, all of that, like, we've got this kind of slow rate of stuff coming through, which yeah, isn't necessarily making me super happy. So I think, yeah, because all of this is being powered here by... Oh, the water is pretty full, isn't it? By 14 crushers, 14 recyclers. And you know what I'd like more than that? And especially as we have a bunch of these things in the mall, what I'd like more than 14 of these things is this several more times. And like, I reckon this little loop is pretty cool. It's all just one continuous thing, so the trains can just back up wherever they like. But I'm looking at this area down here, because we've got this scrap, we've got this scrap, we've got this island with a whole pile of stuff, we've got this island, and I reckon somewhere down here... Oh yeah, we've also got a... Yeah, let's talk about the Pit of Despair afterwards as well. Somewhere down here, I reckon we could probably just... And here's looking real good, because I think we can bridge across this as well. We could just have ourselves the stations on the other side. We want it this way around, like another straight up 2 copies of this thing. Yeah, let's get rid of these guys. We'll worry about that later. Actually, it's not true. We have to be unpacking some of this. Yes. But where was the next one? The next one can go here, in line with the first. I reckon this is a good place for a large number of crushers, and we can just build this, yeah, build the other things with the bots that we connect to it later. Can we, yeah, we need to do something about these power poles being the only ones that connect to these solar panels, and then also give these some accumulators, and yeah, connect these guys, and then leave... Yeah, there's no cliffs or anything in the way of this. I think we can do... Actually, that might need to be lower, which is fine. It can be... Wait, where is the... Yeah, we've got accessible rail links down there. I think we can put it even, say, down here. And that is a thing that we will be able to do to basically triple the amount of resources we're pulling in, which I like. What are we even doing? Yeah, we can worry about the belts later, and most of this I'm not going to build myself. We're just going to connect this up to the house bots and let them build it from the mall, because even though it is Fulgura, we do also have a mall, which is pretty exciting. And oh yeah, we should also give it lightning coverage. That's a thing that we should do. Yeah, let's talk about the Pit of Despair. We have a Pit of Despair now, and once you go in the Pit of Despair, you do not get out of the Pit of Despair. You just walk around the circle of recycling until you no longer exist. And so all this other stuff that we don't care about is just going to disappear into there. We do need... Yeah, these guys have got a bit of an issue with their race condition, which is a shame. Why don't we have anything coming down? Is this the water thing again? It is in fact the water thing again. We are catching so much water and processing it out, and also not using electricity. If we were using electricity, then this thing would be running and we would be using proportionally more of... Can we just... We can just sneak 2 more turbines in there, which will slant this steam, except we don't quite have enough, and there's a thing in the way. Okay, so I guess we're not doing that. This will still somewhat slant the steam usage towards the kind that is using the water that we are pulling out of the ice cubes here, rather than the water from the steam that arrives on the train from the nuclear plant in space. And I think the other thing that we might do is also just look at, like, if we get more things processing, in particular if we get these things processing, because these are 2.7 megawatts, but also 50% productivity. Do I have another one of these? Let's look at this thing. 50% productivity, crafting speed 2, similar to the biolab thing, pretty cool. Also will... No, none of us in is destroyed. One, oh, Fulgura, yeah, okay, we're taking lightning damage down there, never mind. We'll make all the modules. We'll also make the green chips and the cables and red chips and blue chips with base 50% productivity and another 5 module slots. And unlike the the bio chamber, that's what it was called. We can check. The thing from Novus, bio chamber. This required a special fuel that we could only get on Gleba, whereas this is just power grid. And it's also, actually, we could get, okay, so shift doesn't work there, and Z also doesn't work. They have to do a thing from the map. Okay, we can prod mod and prod mod's not that much value because we've already got base productivity, but we can efficiency module this, except we also kind of don't want to, because half the point was we were going to be attaching this to spend power grid. Oh yeah, we were also going to get the lubricant, weren't we? We were going to get the lubricant. Many parallel things to do. In fact, did we... Are we still... Yeah, we're still at the size problem. We need to get things processing. So... Let's start by throwing 3... Actually, is that in a good place? That is... 2 of these are not in a good place. It's fine. Yeah, we can start by getting some of this rocket fuel processing as well for use in a silo. That's not what I wanted. Why did we do that? Because what we really want is, yeah, and then we need to get the light oil through here as well, for which we had... It's kind of a mess, but we also kind of have this pipe, so I guess we just run it through the mall, sure. And then where can... Through... If we moved... Yeah, if we moved those boxes... If we moved, yeah, this one to here, and then move this around a little bit, and put the boxes back, because we've kind of got more boxes than we need, then we can have a way of... I think we should be buffering this rocket fuel as well, because we have buffers of everything else we need to... We've got so many of these things. Yeah, we will be able to launch rockets fairly easily as soon as we start to launch all of this stuff. This is on the outside, okay, rocket fuel buffer. Actually, let's get it running before we start worrying about buffering a thing, because we also just wanted to create electrical draw to... Where is it? It's over here. This is kind of in the way, but not really in the way. This is the kind of in the way that we are pretty happy about. Okay, so... Do we even need to... I don't even think we need to do that. I think we just need to go... if we do this, if we do 2 inserters, and then we can go double fast inserter in, double long-handed inserter out, connect that up, we can have 2 boxes of solid... Oh yeah, because this one is missing. So the advantage of doing this is it's not just power grid usage because we are running some machines, it's also direct water draw because we need to be cracking the heavy oil coming out of the ocean of oil in order to be, yeah, getting the heavy oil, getting the light oil. Did I also have... I also had some of the... I don't even know what we're doing with this grade of rocket fuel, but we've got some of that grade of rocket fuel, that's fine. Yeah, and then the rare solid fuel, we're also just getting rid of that eventually, it's fine. And then also we wanted, yeah, many other concurrent things. We wanted 3 inserters, except that one of them wanted to take uncommon, because I don't know what we're doing with the rare stuff yet, but we're probably not going to have enough... Yeah, we're probably not going to have enough of it to bother setting up a science process for. How are we going to... Oh, can we just run this one this way? That sounds like I should actually go and add lightning protection. Oh no, it's Novus. We don't care about Novus. Yeah, so now we can have... which one of these are... Yeah, we can have... ugly. Holmium plates on both sides of a belt, which means we can extract it through here somewhere, right? And then we've got a whole lot of uncommon stone that we are eventually processing this stuff out of. Okay, we are running that down, which is good. You need normal stone. I might actually change you to the uncommon recipe, just so that we can process out all of this uncommon stone. And then I think I also give you just another special box into which we can go, you know what, have a bunch of stone for when you need it. And then we've already connected this to one of the places. We've now got the stone. We need the heavy oil. We also need the lubricant. So let's put this guy here and have it make lubricant with... I don't even care about... You know, whatever, that's what you get. Because this pipe here, I think, is the one that connects to... Yeah, this will let us make rare electric engines, which we need for a bunch of things to do with the upgraded personal armor. Yeah, a lot of this kludge is just to manage the two different qualities of science stuff, which I'm insisting on doing, while also having a somewhat long-term thing that will build us rare personal equipment parts as well. So is that a good idea? Maybe, maybe not. It's what we're doing. Get this stuff, and then... Is this the... Yeah, this is the light oil, and then this one here is this other fluid that we have to figure out how to use. And then we want to find ourselves... can any of... How are we getting the light oil in... All these cliffs are also in the way. So none of those cliffs are going to work. And then probably even this one... Probably the closer of these isn't even going to work because, yeah, there's a cliff that's here in the way. Whereas, yeah, that's why I didn't think the closer one would work, but this one might. That's not what we wanted. We wanted this to end up here. Can we? How far does this... Okay, yeah, it's just gonna... Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. Copy. And then also push that roughly in that direction, because we're going to need more of it over there. This will also create... Yeah, I wanted to give this thing efficiency modules. Can we give this 3 efficiency modules and 1 speed module? I'm pretty sure bots have that stuff, and then what kind of statistics are we getting out of that thing if that is the case? Because we are now producing one of the things we need for the special science. Oh, actually, we also wanted this lubricant to be going... is this line any good? I guess we'll find out. Oh, this line is actually super good, because we want it over here, probably right there, in fact, in order to be making electric engines from... this stuff. In fact, we want this to have the quality modules as well, and change this recipe to electric engines. And it looks like we don't have, but I can make one of these things. Yeah, and then give me these rare engines as well. And then these rare engines can also just go back in this dude that is now waiting for green chips, which is good. Does that mean we've got... Yeah, we've got rare electric engines. This is very exciting. That is what it should have happened. And then, yeah, all of this is a mess as well. Why have we stopped? Oh, it's also still water, so we just need to keep these things running. Okay, fine. And then, so the holmium needs to get over there. We need to figure out how to give you green chips. And then we also need to give you an output and also power. One of these can go here. You can get a... Actually, let's put you in a logistics box, because I don't know where we're going to need this stuff. And then... Wait, shouldn't we have... We should indeed have green chips on this belt going into the mall. So, we could just grab a thing which says specifically green chips. And then it is going to be normal quality, because this is just the normal quality mall. And then we can bounce these guys over here. And you can get in, and we've now automated, nearly automated green chips when some of them turn up. Are some of them down here? They are down here. This is one of the issues of this mall, is that things are not going to move around quite that easily. Okay, so now we've got electric engines that we can use for a silo. We've got a pile of concrete that we can use for a silo. We have... I want more reinforced concrete. Like, I want a lot of reinforced concrete. Having discovered that these electromagnetic plants are kind of fantastic. We want a ton of them. Actually, I want upgraded reinforced concrete as well, and I've got uncommon steel, I've got a pile of uncommon iron and uncommon gear wheels. I think there's still... One of the things that's happening is there's just a pile, not necessarily a pile, but some amount of, yeah, uncommon concrete, like this guy that we are following down the belt that I'm getting the cursor in the way of, that's just going to drift through everything because we currently don't care, and into the pit of despair. So I think somewhere else would be... Are we capturing... We're not capturing steel. We're capturing normal quality steel, but there's nothing else that's doing anything with normal quality steel either. Which makes me think we could go here and here to go uncommon quality poles, and then a box for you to have stuff. And here, uncommon quality reinforced concrete. You will need a box in and out. You can have a box over here. Oh, water. Where would we get water from? Okay, this is a plan that we are going to leave for a bit, because I don't know how we're getting water over there. And to be honest, this setup could happen anywhere. Like, it could happen... Could it happen over here? Maybe, whatever. That's a thing we are going to abandon. We're going to think about needing to do it later. Yeah, these guys don't have the modules we want, because we were trying to make sure that everything... Oh, we were checking this thing's statistics. Minus 40% consumption plus 2 crafting speed. Okay, so what if we give you another one of these? 40% crafting speed, 2.2 megawatts. I don't think I like that. I think I would rather have another one of these... I would rather have another efficiency module, but also we just need to create draw on this thing. But we have... Yeah, so now we have lubricant, we have the engines that we wanted happening, other than the fact that stuff isn't moving. We needed to get this holmium also over here somehow. And then how do the belts combine? Copper and plastic, which we had down here, and then holmium, and then also light oil. So I think one of the upsides of... how are we doing this? Where's a line? I mean, okay, so this... I think we're going to take all of this thing and move it back one line. Because that lets us put these here, put the rocket fuel in there. This is all productivity modules, sure. I mean, we could also do this at 1 prod, 1 speed, don't really care. This line here does happen to work. So this gets light oil through, which is fantastic. Do I need a lot of light oil? I need 1 light oil per second, so I might actually need to crack this harder, because we are currently getting... Oh, wait. 30 and 2 seconds. We're actually completely fine. And we could also just speed module one of these as well, which is also going to help with the electricity draw, because we're still... I also don't think we want to necessarily max out this electrical draw at all, because if we run this water down, we are going to have the problem that at some point we will run out of water and still have that electrical draw, and that will be grim. But... So we've got light oil over here, and then this other thing. How do we... And then the science is one or both of these. One of these, and an accumulator, and the fluid we just made, and also the other pink fluid input that's also here, which we may now struggle to get out, but I think it's fine. I think if we have... we would need to change a couple of these things. This is going to work. Okay, so now we can get that fluid out. The only problem is we also need to get this belt of plates out. But I'm looking at this and thinking, you know what's better than a mess? More mess. Yeah, we can just run it through here. We don't need this. This will be the long-term plan until we figure out how to do it properly. Yeah, just run this through here, down there. That'll be fine. Let's use some underground so that we can... is this... Ah, this is the... This wants to be equal to uncommon. We had filtered off the wrong thing. Okay. Delete all of these things. And then put them all back. And that means that I should have all of the rare holmium in my inventory. Okay. So we've got, yeah, here's more rare stuff, which we probably want to do something special with. And we are, yeah, we're making electric engines. We're pulling green chips from the belt, we're making electric engines, we are on our way to a silo. We've got 2 belts of this stuff, which I don't think these are here. I think these 2 are now staying. But I think these 2... We should also think about quality modules, yeah. So... Copper and plastic, but here we don't need copper and plastic, but we do need both the holmium plate and the superconductors that we are making. So I think this thing gets the holmium plate and puts the superconductors on the other side of the same belt. And so then can we... Yeah, this one's... We're not going to put this stuff here at all. We may in fact forget that we want it, because I'm now seeing there's a line through here. Everything being stopped is not something I super like a whole lot. Yeah, we could indeed run these 3 belts through here like so, and that would get us the upgrades we want to align somewhat over here. And so now we have... If we tap a couple of these belts on here, these empty belts I don't really like. That's kind of why I wanted... How much of the stuff is still there? Did that all get destroyed? What happens if we just leave stuff? Because we didn't actually put anything super valuable down there. Is it all destroyed? Let's turn off the bots. Yeah, some of it's getting somewhat damaged, but it's not really a problem. Okay, we're just going to delete all of this and put it in our... We'll remember that that's a thing we want later. Batteries, yeah, batteries, and... We need the holmium plates, we still need the holmium plates and the superconductors, so the batteries and green chips actually want to share a belt. And then the science recipe was also accumulators, which we're going to worry about separately, but also just the supercapacitors. We don't need to worry about any of these things also being on a belt, which is super cool, but that also means that, like, here's a belt here of upgraded green chips. And I'm looking at this line here that would let me put these green chips on the inside of this belt, and so now we have the upgraded green chips with the upgraded batteries. Yes, on this line over here, which is what we want. And then these green chips we've got to put on the top part of this belt in here. How do we do that? Can we go... Can we do it with an inserter? What side... If we give you some stuff, like an efficiency module, you will put it on the bottom. Unfortunate. Could we... I guess we could also... What? Yeah, so then what side if... Okay, so you're going to need to move, which is fine. Not that one. this one. What side of the belt do you end up on? You end up on the far side of this belt. So we could actually do something silly like this and then like so. And now we have these green chips on the top of this belt. And so now we have, yeah, I think I've got these batteries in my inventory. Yes. I don't want to have these batteries. I would rather that they were just kind of over here. And I just want to kind of test that they end up in the right place. So yeah, now we've got these 2 belts of batteries. We've got the belt of holmium only got this far. But it's fine because we can bring it the rest of the way. We've got this belt of... Yeah, we don't want either of these here at all. We're going to be doing this stuff down here somewhere, probably, maybe. I need to craft some more of those as well. Skip over the lightning tower. Yeah. And then we actually need to split this for the quality, don't we? The recipe we were looking at for these semiconductors was the plastic and copper, and also the light oil. We want plastic, copper, light oil. Okay. Wait, can we... So that just means... Do you guys actually have lightning coverage? You do, because I actually care about these things. Can we just have... Can we also flip these? We can. Okay. Wait, so then we should also definitely start by flipping all of these and putting them, say, here. Yeah, because now I think we have a plan which may as well be a long-term plan. As in, for as long as we are doing this kind of stuff in Fulgora, which is likely to be, you know, a little bit of a while. I want these to go here because basically just for aesthetic reasons, which means that this one needs to move, which is fine. And then, yeah, here we can... Oh, wait, no, it needs to split here. Because here does this fit. That also means that this light oil also bounces up this way, because the idea was to grab some of these, flip them around, like so. But then I don't have space out here. And these are the normal ones, and these are the quality ones. Like, these were going to be upgraded to, yeah, this recipe of uncommon quality. And then also modules, which we have to worry about later. But then we would need to split... Actually, is it fine? I think it's fine, because the split has to happen all the way over here in order for... I think we have to do that. Just because of... Just to get the... Yeah, just to get the... wait. We wanted... quality equals normal on the left. Yeah, so this shuffle means we dodge the cliffs over here and then also still get... Yeah, this is going to be fine. It does need to be here, yes. And then inserters, in and out, and we've got some holmium press processing or something. And then this can continue. This may as well dance down here. We're going to try and keep this... Oh, wait. We've also got... Yeah, this one's going underground, isn't it? Because we've also got to get light oil here and light oil here. And then these guys also needed the stuff. How fast is this recipe? It's not... We are not going to have to worry about belt speed, and we are also not going to have to worry about inserter speed. This is just, we're just making a bunch of these, and then actually this belt here wants to be next to this belt, because these are all the normal quality ingredients of the same recipes. Okay. And then this other holmium belt. Does that mean this one's just like on the correct inside already? Wait, we've got... Okay, there's a bit of stuff here, but now there is not. Okay, so we do need to sort this one to be on the inside of this belt, and the oil is... yeah, whatever, it's fine. In and out. And also power. And then... these don't need to exist. Okay, I think, and then there was another fluid to spaghetti through here as well, and then I think we're also going to want some RoboPort coverage down here as well, because we're in this kind of business. Let's also see if we can get these. We should also maybe get lamps. That could be a thing that we could worry about. And then, which of these other fluids was it? It was this one? Wait, no, we're waiting for... It was two fluids. We needed the electrolyte. These guys are dealt with now. But then we also needed, for the technology, we needed the electrolyte and the holmium solution. Okay, so there are two pipes we have to fit down here that I would rather keep out of the Isle of Despair if we can. In fact, give me this thing. Oh, that's why we haven't built this, because I've got these things. But, yeah, so we're now making these things. Oh, we should figure out what modules we want. I think we want... We could quality module some of these things as well. Do I have anything you want? Do I have anything you want? Yes, so we are making the things. This is pretty exciting. And then, yeah, we needed two other. And we want to get two belts of fluid through here, and I'm seeing a spot where we can realize this RoboPort is not well placed. But it's fine because we can still just sneak in, yeah, more RoboPorts. You know, anywhere else it's fine. We're not worried. Did I pick up any bots? I did. And then this pipe needs to get through here somehow. Like so. And then also we have another pipe of a thing we've completely run out of. Fascinating. I thought we had enough stuff. Oh, we've used up all the holmium. I think I'm okay with that. In fact, I think that means that we circuit condition these two together to only run if the holmium solution is greater than, say, 1,000. We're not going to have a whole lot of this stuff, are we? 600? And the goal of this is, yeah, we've already got a whole pile of, yeah, not upgraded holmium. Oh well. These guys want to do their business, and then we'll only bother processing things into plates because the fluid will do a much better job of not navigating through that line, to be honest. I think we need to move this here. And then down here. And then over here. And we have connected the holmium. Yeah, so now I think we need a couple more of these. I want to go get the modules as well. In fact, has Future in orbit? Yeah, drop all the things. Drop all the things that we wanted. I don't know whether or not there's space around the storage bay to actually receive all that stuff. But I'm going to go over there now, grab that stuff, make a couple more of these, think about the modules we want. I think we might also want to be... is this... missing repair packs, missing materials for construction, things are all fine. Yeah, I think we want to be getting the rest of these down, getting these modules, and then... is it also still just water, or did something else back up? Something else has backed up. Is it a surplus of steel? That's fine. We wanted steel for a silo anyway. So yeah, so that all should be unblocked. Yeah, let's go and manage some of the other things. Yeah, I think I forgot how good these buildings were and then remembered later that the productivity bonus we get that's innate also applies to things like when you're making these buildings. And so, yeah, give me these back. I don't want to make any more of this. I want to use up this productivity click. So we have quite a lot of these now. Oh, this is best case scenario. We also put some quality in, and yeah, this is how we got some of these guys as well. Turns out the quality module proc can trigger at the same time as a productivity bonus, so we've now got a whole pile of these things. Yeah, 35, and 5 of them uncommon. I like. So yeah, so that took quite a bit of steel, bunch of holmium. I'm not even sad about it. These things are pretty fantastic, and I think we can. Yeah, then there was the other thing that I was thinking about, wasn't I? I was trying to figure out whether I was happy with this modulating, and I don't think I was. I think even though we've got productivity here, I don't think we necessarily want quality on these guys because, yeah, the next stage of battery thing, I don't think we have this much rare holmium. Like, we can get rare batteries. We've got a couple of ways to manage that, but getting enough rare holmium to justify putting quality in these things I don't think is worth it. In fact, I don't think we're going to have enough at uncommon quality to justify having 2 of these machines. But the other thing that I wanted to do, yeah, let's stop making these, thanks. Okay, you're going to keep going because I gave you the inputs, of course, that's the thing that happened, is, yeah, up here I think we do want to make these 2 run at quality a bunch, because, I mean, kind of a long chain of thought on this one, but it basically comes down to, this is the only place we can get quality holmium out, so quality holmium only happening at 8%. Most of the holmium is going to be just standard. And so, we never actually connected this stone. Yeah, this stone is supposed to go not that way. Not there either. Not... Yeah, it's supposed to go through... Actually, we could put it underneath... Yeah, it's supposed to connect to... Where is this going to go? Here? All of this stone. Did we have a lot of stone? We do, in fact, have a lot of random leftover stone. Yeah, get rid of my stone. I won't need it. Yeah, all of these guys will dump their leftover stone. If we've got more than 100, which we actually have exactly 100, we've done that well. Actually, give me... Yeah, whatever. And then dump the stone into this recycler, which will just recycle it in a circle out of existence. It's fine. Why can't you? You can't actually hit... Oh, you're in the wrong place. Things that are fantastic for us to have figured out. Yeah, have 2 more uncommon circuits. Amazing. I didn't even know I was solving those problems right now, but we are. Yeah, so we're now trashing the stone properly that's overflowing from this thing. Other stuff is getting into the wagon in appropriate ways. We were talking about how 90%, I think this is roughly how the numbers work, roughly 90% of this holmium is going to be unupgraded, and some smaller portion is going to be uncommon, which means that if we have a bunch of uncommon things using the uncommon holmium, that's not as good a way as, like, if we have quality in these guys and occasionally kick out a quality version here, if we can use, yeah, we then have to split these off, and we've kind of got space for it, but I think we're changing this again. That's a better way of managing, yeah, of getting more, what is this, superconductor at uncommon quality, and not using as much of the holmium plate to do that, because we need that for the next step. But the other thing I was looking at this for is, yeah, wondering about how I was worrying about speed, and I don't think we should worry about speed, for a couple of reasons. Number one, we've already got the building speeds. Number two, we don't really have... Oh, is the ice backing up again? The ice is backing up again. Yeah, we need to get this stuff running just to create power grid. Number three, and... yeah, this one is going to make me look silly because it's actually super straightforward. We can just put a beacon in the middle. If we move this slightly, like if we moved these back one... and shuffled both of these belts up... this will now be a different material and will not need to go as far. But if we grabbed all of this thing, moved it up one, put these belts back, now we've kind of rearranged the things, and then also just send these middle ones underground. That's going to be where you go? Yeah. Could we... do we want to move it one further? I don't think we want to move it one further. I think, maybe. Let's move it one further, because what else are we doing with this? And then, yeah, we just haven't got that much uncommon stuff. Kind of what we were complaining about. In here is a place where we can now put a couple of beacons that will hit all of these guys, and I don't think we have to worry about building speed at all. And then also... all of this is going to change as well, isn't it? I think we can actually... yeah, let's just grab it from here, because that's easier. And then... we want to be grabbing any of the superconductor that is of uncommon quality, but we're also going to get rare quality superconductor falling out of this as well. And I don't really have a plan for that. I think we might just end up trashing it at the end of the row and trying to remember that. But also, if we now just... this is also lined up unreasonably well, because we can just put this thing here, move this pole. Can we actually do this with... no, because some of them are going over here. That's a pole that I like more. Yeah, now we can put these things on. Like, if we give you some of them, then you're on the far side. So I guess we're doing this with opposite belts. Yeah. That's what we like. So if we give you some samples, then you're putting things on the far side, and you will take priority over things that... yeah, so these two will fill up the left-hand side of this belt, which will flow before the right-hand side, which is cool, because it means that if we do back up, and we might back up on not having enough plate. Anyway, this is the way around I wanted to do that if we get beacons. And then the other thing I was thinking about is, can we also... yeah, we can make all the modules, and we can make the beacons in this as well. Which means we can get beacons at, you know, 10% quality by the time we stack on all the quality, with productivity on making beacons, which is crazy. But the next thing I want to do is figure out where, yeah, start to get some of this stuff going, because we want to be making... yeah, I want to go and make the beacons as well, but let's at least try and get some of this running. Yeah, we want some of these at normal, and do we want to productivity bonus this? Or do we want to quality bonus it? What else? This is, and then some of them at uncommon, thinking about the layout later, and then the next step of this is fluids, which are fine, superconductors, and accumulators. So we could actually do this with quality. And then accumulators are down to batteries, right? Wait, are accumulators also a thing? Accumulators are also a thing that we can build in these electro plants that would also let us get productivity on the accumulators. That's pretty big. And the thing I'm noticing, like, yeah, we already had the batteries here. Batteries also a part of the thing that we needed to worry about. I think this means that we actually want to get rid of all of this, kick this out one tile, and run this underground so that we can have... Yeah, where did I had a bunch of these. You just put those on the belt for me, thanks. So that we can have these two belts next to each other and have the batteries on the outside where we can get iron from somewhere. And yeah, so what would that look like? Because I'm also wondering about beaconing these things and then thinking about how, oh yeah, did I want to... Oh yeah, because the conclusion was the next thing, the next step was just accumulators. And I was thinking that uncommon accumulators are going to be a relatively easy thing. Are they going to be an easy thing to come across? We do have a lot of batteries coming out, don't we? Yeah, we do have a lot of batteries, because we're already using batteries to turn into other kinds of iron. Okay, so I think in that case, the uncommon ones probably want to go, where's my box of... Yeah, give me all of these back? Okay. Yeah. Yes. These modules. A bit of efficiency, a whole lot of quality, and then the thing I wanted to think about was supercapacitors. Roughly how many of these assemblers things versus the other assembler things? Two superconductors in 10 seconds. Okay. Over here, we had 2 superconductors in 5 seconds. So, if we... 2 in 5 seconds, it's really 3 in 5 seconds because of the innate productivity, and so 3 in 5 seconds, 6 in... So it's a 1 to 3 ratio. I don't think we're going to have enough materials to keep those busy. I think we do 2 of these, which are, yeah, give me these. Where in this line, let's also leave ourselves... Yeah, we've got a bit of space to play with, haven't we? In that case, I think we do in fact do a strange thing and leave a chunk of space, especially for these ones that we don't need all that much stuff. And then you can just get down here. These batteries we want on this side. Yeah, something like that. And then... where are we out pushing? I think I wanted these closer. Does this mean that I just have a pile of stuff in my inventory that you want? It does. Congratulations. And then, yeah, actually, how many of these things do I need to be manufacturing with accumulators? Accumulators 1 in 10 seconds plus productivity. 1 battery per 2 superconductors, 1 in 10 seconds versus superconductors 2 in 5 seconds. Okay, so if I've got 2 here, I can in fact just get away with 1 thing here. Okay, that's good. I think that means that we grab this and put it here. Sure. Actually, this is another input belt, isn't it? This is the other input belt of batteries and green chips, and we don't actually want that here at all. We can... I think I just Z'd the wrong thing. Can we get this a little bit further? We can. Okay, good. Do we need to? I don't think we need to. No, we're going to pull it back to... here. Yes. Yeah, I don't need a Factorio PV at the moment, but thanks. Give me a long-headed inserter, because we can have both these guys in here, and then a couple of fast inserters out, and then... yeah, that's gonna do a thing we like. You also take batteries, and also put those batteries down here Do we need... Do we also want to... I think we do actually want to tolerate... Oh no, this one is not the one that we need. Oh, we can't put mod accumulators. Of course. Sure, then you just get that. I don't think I want rare... Wait, which... This wants to be uncommon accumulators, not... Yeah, just like that. And then somehow here we've got another belt, and we wanted more of these. I think I decided 4 or maybe 5. I think it's supposed to be a 1-to-3 ratio, but I think we're going to be short of stuff. Give me this, and let's just go... let's start with the pipes this way around. That's actually not what I wanted at all. I wanted to set these 3 to the side and then curve this belt. Do I want to do it that way? No, I don't like it that way either. No, I think we're going to go with the original one. Kind of. I wanted to beacon these as well, but I think the way we're going to beacon these is we just go through the middle like so, and then we can have beaconable space in here. These guys get stuff, these guys get stuff. Move these assemblers back to like here. You also get stuff. I think we just aren't beaconing the ones in the middle, and then some of these need to be flipped. Okay. We flipped the wrong ones. They all look good. Pipes want to connect over here somewhere. Because we have these fluids somewhere, right? We've got this fluid here. We can use... Not all of that. Come on, just give me the thing. This line here looks... Yeah, that one is not so good. This line here, I think, is going to be what we want to connect to. Which means this pole that I liked is going to have to move. Sucks to be that pole. Never mind. Then what was... Oh, this was for the science, wasn't it? I think it was. Okay, so why are we not... Okay, because bots are eventually getting there. And now I believe that we could probably just start making a bunch of these things. This... Yeah, these wanted to go around this side so that we could have... Oh yeah, these are red because the fluid going into the building is red. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. A couple of these here. I don't think that that's going to... Actually, these ones aren't going to be speed moduled, so maybe we do actually... But do we want to quality module these things? Maybe. Yeah, okay. I am convinced. Accumulators, normal quality. Yeah, copy this. Not quite copy this. Make this quality. I feel like we are somewhat close to getting a science build happening. Yeah, and then... all of these... This is going to be awkward, actually, because I wanted to run all of this in like so. You need to take... whatever, and then you guys are, yeah, just going to do this pretty standard belt sharing thing. This needs to continue, this needs to continue. But I think down here... yeah, we've got to get a belt of iron somehow in here. And like I'm looking at this belt, which is also jammed, like that is a source of iron, and we need both common and uncommon iron, but I wanted to be able to pull... I think the iron actually goes on the inside of this belt, doesn't it? I think we turn these guys around, and then the iron is on the inside of this belt, so we can go like so, and that's the output we want, because that line has to be clear. And then this belt can in fact run the other way and wants to join here to take priority. Does it have to go there? It doesn't have to go there. We could actually run this through here. Wait, this one is the... this is actually... Yeah, this might not actually be the iron after all. This might... We still don't want to take from this, but this will end up being accumulators, but I think we want the iron on the outside. If we can get the belt past here, and we can, because that means that we can... Where's that? Do I have... Yeah, I must have splitters. We can have a splitter here. Okay, we're going to have a splitter here, because I'm looking at now spaghettiing this stuff through... I guess these could go underground here as well. I guess that's going to be fine. Here we want accumulators on the left of normal quality. And then being on the outside of this belt going up, they'll be on the inside of this belt going down, and we'll have accumulators and whatever these are, supercapacitors. Fine, congratulations. Then that also means that of normal quality? Of normal quality, yes. We again have to worry about the rares, and that is a little bit of a shame. We don't have to worry about putting those underground at all, they already fit. And what side of the belt are they on? Okay, yeah, we're going to do this with a bit of a hack as well. This is going to go like so. And they will also be on the right-hand side, which means they will take priority over this thing. But then we've also, yeah, we've got this belt of iron here. And then I think we do end up taking this one underground, because I'm looking at this space and trying to figure out how to separate... Where do we get a long-handed... I guess we can get an inserter in here. But that means that this belt also moves. I'm wondering how, like, legible this is for someone who's... you know, not seeing the things that I'm literally looking at. Because... Where was I going to get... Yeah, that's right. There was going to be a belt here of... the splitter has to be back here, and we want uncommon iron on the right. And we're also going to have to worry about rare iron turning up. It's going to continue to be a headache. But yeah, now we can spaghetti this through here. That's why we moved this belt, so that we could duck this splitter underneath. The thing is, we've now got to get both things on there. How do we do that from... Okay, let's hack a thing in and not worry about it. Let's also, yeah, because I'm seeing iron go past here. So I think we want one iron of use filters uncommon quality, one of normal quality, and then one of any quality, or maybe just normal or, yeah, uncommon or less. We are going to have to circuit condition this to figure out how we... Okay, we've also got to figure out how we get this out. This is... I mean, the Pit of Doom doesn't really matter. We can put the Pit of Doom stuff anywhere. Pit of Doom could just go directly down. So I think that's what we are going to do as, like, the most disrespectful thing that the pit does not need. You go in there. Pit of Despair, congratulations, you now have a different way of getting in, which means all of this... do I want to do that differently? Whatever, it's all going to be on the same side of the belt anyway. I don't... Actually... yeah, it's still all going to be on... We could actually put this on opposite sides of the belt like so. But we still... Like, this is the more reliable source of iron because it's stuff that's coming out of the recycler. But I think we still have to circuit control both of these things into stuff. And I think the way we're going to do that, we should actually... Yes, we should make sure that everything is on the same side of the belt. That will be better for reasons, because it means that we can grab one of these things. We could even just put it on the same belt. Which side would I rather they were on? We're also going to have the rare iron problem again. But we basically want this filter, and then circuit condition, this belt, read belt contents, all belts, and then check here that regular iron is equal to 0. And then also the same here, check that uncommon iron. Where is... How did I miss that? It's in exactly the same place as the one I just looked at. So they can stack up past this point. They can buffer to here, but there'll always be space before the splitter for whatever these inserters pick up to then get to the splitter and get filtered to the correct side, which is nice and necessary. And then we can't really get through here. We can't get through any of these spaces, which means I think we also can't get through here, which I think means that we are running this in a somewhat awkward position, but it's fine. That was always going to happen. Okay, I guess we're going here. I mean, we could also move this pipe. This pipe is probably not critical. Or we could spaghetti a different way harder. I like that more. That's what we're doing. Yes, so power things on. Go back to the hotbar with all of this stuff. Power those guys on. They are not taking anything because it's all... yeah, equal 0, thanks. And this also will hopefully help. I think I also have to... You're doing read all contents? What kinds of iron are we expecting? Okay, maybe if these guys are going to move, it might be fine. I was wondering about tying, say, this piece of belt to only let this belt flow, if there was enough in here to move things past, but I think we're okay. And I think that means that we want to power all of this on, and I think most of this is also such that we don't really need to worry about circuit conditioning the rest of the stuff, because we've kind of handled it with the beacon, not the beacons, the, yeah, we've kind of handled it with, oh yeah, here's an important one. This needs to continue. We need to also, you know, take from that. Maybe we should have done that differently. There we go. So, yeah, we've now got iron from both sides of the thing. We have unlocked the science pack, which is cool, which I presume is also made in these things. Yeah, there we go. We need both fluids, we need the accumulators, we need the stuff that we have just built. Actually, can we? And we can prod mod. I think, because this is the science... Okay, we don't actually want all that much productivity, do we? Because we've still got... This is the bit where we have to think about whether we want the... If we've already got productivity for free, do we want... Why, you know... Do I have batteries? I have a pile of batteries. You don't need batteries. Okay, fine. Do you guys need batteries? We have found something to do with the batteries. Why? Because you're still on the wrong recipe. And now we've got these right. We don't have the beacons yet, but you know, whatever. Do we want to beacon these ones? I think we can just slap another one down here if it turns out we're low on accumulators. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, if we've got 50% free productivity, I don't think we want to slow this down with, you know, another 6% productivity. Do we want to just... I think we're just going to go... we're going to try and somewhat responsibly handle... Yeah, I'm just also looking at the way, like, we can no longer squirrel the same fluids through because we've now got to handle both of them, which is going to be a thing we can... The thing is, we've got 2 of these. How many of these sciences do we need? We've got... This is also 1 per 10 seconds. And these guys are 1 per 10 seconds. So we need 1.5 on science per each of these because of the productivity bonuses. Why do you not have... You guys should have... Oh wait, we decided... Yeah, you're still going to get some productivity bonus, because we may as well get something out of this, even if we are not getting... And what are you? Are you just waiting on advanced batteries? Even if we're not getting... Even if we're not getting quality out of this because we don't want to handle rare stuff. Rare stuff we also haven't handled. So, I'm trying to figure out a pattern of these guys that would let us flip this. I think this is going to do what it needs to, isn't it? Because now we can have a pipe in here, and now we can kind of tile this thing, and we said we wanted, say, 3 for this, and then, say, 6 for this, but also the fluids are the same, and we've kind of got space, especially if we move this guy in, so that we can run... we don't need these, we don't need either of these belts. We just need these belts and the fluids. Yeah, so we can go... I said 3 of these. Yeah, I think we want columns of 6 of these. And then also we've got... we've got the uncommon ones as well. What do the uncommon ones do better? It's just craft speed, but it is a chunk of craft speed. Okay, let's get everything built, and then we will worry about the craft, like figuring out which ones to boost later. Okay, copy this, get all of these in. We need to flip, and then, yeah, make sure that these fluids line up. Yeah. And then this can arrive. Oh, we also... I think we also want to be beaconing these as well. If we go here, there is beacon space, and that kind of lines up with these things. Yeah, I think we want to be beaconing these as well, because they've got kind of the same slowdown as if we're beaconing these things too, which is kind of why we've bothered to put the efficiency modules in them. Yeah, and then... what we wanted was 3 of these, and then, yeah, we wanted another set of this. Are we getting... Okay, we've still got a lot of space before the other train station, which is the other thing I was wondering about. Okay, pull all of this down, and then get another... all of these in the same pattern? Here? Or... here? The difference is, these 3 are going to be uncommon quality, because we have, in theory, we have all this uncommon stuff sitting around. Let's do... I think I would like to have a little bit of underground interface somewhere. Like, it's not really a road that we will use as a road, but it is... yeah, then it needs to go to here, and then we can go underneath. And then back up, and then I don't think we're going to have all the materials to make all of this work. And now we've got a kind of beaconable space through the middle. Let's go, like, here, and then here. These guys are not going to... Yeah, okay, we can do this and have a couple of beaconable spaces. That's fine. Okay, and then connect all the stuff up. Wait, where are you? Oh yeah, you're getting stuff here. Fine. Okay. Doing all the stuff, connecting the new science, and unlike Gleba, we can just power this on. We don't have to worry about that setting. Yes, we don't have to worry about this spoiling or just taking too long. We can just hack a thing in and not even really care about it, and just notice that we've built outside of Roboport range. So that's the thing that we are going to address as soon as we can't actually put the... Yeah, we've got to go here because we needed to be able to get the fluids through on one side or the other, maybe both. Cool. Let's, yeah, where are my Roboports at? Roboport coverage, please. And then, is this a pattern that we can slap in all of these places? Maybe it is, and this is the same fluid in the same case. So, we also aren't automating the beacons yet, which I don't really like, but never mind. Okay, some of that connects, and we're also going to drop another Roboport here because we can, and then this fluid is... Yeah, we have to hit each of these separately. I think we're going to do a thing where we go here, and then we can connect this fluid. Actually, will this one reach? Yes, it will. In that case, we are fine. We can now do this same thing the other way on the other side. So we like that. Where are you? You're not going anywhere. You are waiting for stuff. You are... I also have stuff and things that you guys all want. Okay, fine, cool. You're not achieving anything. You guys have got outputs. Some of the stuff needs to be powered. Let's, yeah, just continue to bash in here and here. Yep, okay, fine. As soon as we get these fluids in, this is a science build that we have completed, which is pretty exciting. We've got Roboport coverage. Let's also power this thing. This also should either solve our ice problem. This is in fact the one that needs to connect here. Yes. So that's going to connect not quite all of them. We also need to go down here. Yeah, so that's going to get fluid type B to all of these dudes. Why don't we have green chips? Interesting. Do I have anything that I can... Oh, I was accidentally upgrading the prod mods on you guys. The thing about prod mod upgrades is they slow you down. And I don't really want to slow you down. Okay, let's figure out how to get this other fluid in here. This is the other fluid. It's the pink fluid. We already got the pink fluid to here, which is experiencing its own spaghetti problem that we can solve if we are a little bit creative, and we are in fact creative about our spaghetti problems. Here, can we... Is this tile valid? That tile is not valid. Oh yeah, that's why we put it here instead. I think we are fine, because we can juggle it through here. We could actually juggle that in several different places. It will actually juggle better if it is here. So, this is the direction we're going to go. Something like that, whatever. Something like this. I still don't have these pipes. Bots do. Let's do that. And that should give us a science build. I've already checked my inventory for stuff that I don't have, haven't I? Yeah. And then these guys also, yeah. So we are just waiting on this pipe connection. This pipe connection. And we should now have a large number of dudes pushing out science, and if we can just work on... How's the grid, by the way? Because we do have a decent amount to play with. Yeah, we should have a lack of accumulators. These guys have still got accumulators, so that's kind of fine. We're going to get the productivity bonuses out. We're going to work on all these things. So we need to take this... The silo is going to be over here. And we know that because we've already put the rocket fuel there. So... Can we avoid... Or can we not quite... Can we not quite dodge? I don't want to go into the... Okay, we are going to do an Indiana Jones thing and briefly visit the Pit of Despair with the most valuable resources before running away again. Okay, so yeah, so we're seeing some quality things. We're seeing, you know, it's a new kind of science. That's pretty exciting. All of this is... Running out of holmium solution. Are we also, over here, are we just blasting everything into the electrolyte, even if we don't have holmium solution? The answer to that is no, we're just not getting the holmium we need. I think all of these guys are going to want frog mods at this point. And then one of these can go back to the holmium rare recipe, because we do have some rare holmium kicking around in here. Okay, yeah, we're going to fill up this electrolyte before we fill up anything else. Although new fluid networks, they're going to balance themselves. It's going to be fine. Does that mean, do you want... Can you have productivity? Sure, we're going to get some productivity in that. We are not... I don't think I'm concerned about the crafting speed. 10 in 5 seconds. How much of that are we using in various places? 10 in 10 seconds. 10 in 10 seconds, yeah. Especially if we beacon this, we are going to have the problem that we actually need this guy to go a little faster. And we don't have... the stuff. Like, we've got the stone, we just need to collect more resources, which, to be fair, also means, yeah, and yeah, we have set this assembler up so that it doesn't run unless we've got kind of a baseline here. So we're going to be emptying these chests out. How many? We have a silo's worth of engine parts. That is a very exciting thing, because that's kind of what we were waiting for. I was going to move the rare engines over here just to put them next to the rest of the... Yeah. Oh, we actually am short on red chips. Okay, fine. Okay. I think that means all of this is eventually going to run, and we just need to pile more materials into it, which we've also got a plan for. Yeah, we need to get more holmium in here from the south station, because the only way we get more holmium in is by getting everything in. And then, yeah, did we do a thing? We did do a thing to make sure that the rocket fuel and the LDS are on opposite lanes. And that's cool, because it means we can do this trick where we slap... Let's get rid of both of these and then put it here. We want to filter solid fuel on the left. Yes, and solid fuel is not the one we care about, but it means that down here we get a belt of both things we care about next to the blue chips that we also care about. Oh yeah, and then also... all of these modules want to get reorganized, yeah, to basically use these things, because we will get productivity bonuses if we make the modules, which is kind of huge. Actually, for this whole module upgrade plan, this is also huge. Can I... Yeah, we've kind of made a mess here. Maybe these ones we could... have this move a tile back. That would be pretty good for these rare ones, but for these ones, I don't know that we're going to be able to fit in... Where's... Oh, this is the extra green chips. maybe, but later. Let's get a silo running. Give me some blue chips. Can we get 2 silos running? Yeah, let's have a couple of dudes here. Set to silo research, silo construction. Yeah, you do that. Go faster. Somewhere I've got a pile of steel. Maybe we don't actually have all the steel we need. Interesting. Also, okay, in that case, get one of these going first. This also, because we did not have the holmium solution for this to be running permanently, we have not turned on the machines that will use the power supply that will use up this water, that will free up this ice. But I guess that's the other thing that the silo is doing. We're only going to need one of these, as it turns out, because we don't have that much steel. Unless you have a pile of steel. Yeah, I don't think we need that much reinforced. I mean, we will, but later. Okay, concrete. Do we have enough concrete? Maybe. I've got no other concrete, but I do all have all of that stuff. Okay, electric engines. We don't have enough electric engines for the second silo anyway. It's fine. And then pipes, which we also have in the mall here, and we don't have enough. We don't have enough pipes for the second silo. That is a hilarious and tragic thing. Okay, and then, yeah, I think we just. Here's a science. Here's. Are we going to use anything else? I was going to put a silo on one side and a silo on the other side, and then have 2 silos for different things. I don't know whether or not we're going to have. Where does this fit? Right next to the Pit of Despair? Right next to the Pit of Despair, as it turns out. Do we want to move this? Yeah, let's move this down. I mean, this is kind of the last time to decide where this silo will go, because we don't want to be losing partial rocket parts in it. And then we have protected this entire area, but not very much. Yeah, we're going to do that later as well. There's more holmium to gather. That directly translates to exactly what we need, which is good. And then, yeah, I think we're not, the stuff isn't even running. We don't even have to worry about boxing that stuff yet. Bit of a shame. Yeah, we're going to kick this. Can we kick this one tile to the side? We can. Because if we can kick that one tile to the side, then all of this stuff can actually just run straight, and we can go multiple inserters. Don't even worry about it. Give you... Nope, not like that. Like this. We need power grid as well. I think we can do this with 3s, because we're using the bigger poles now. And you can go. We are running. I think we need to do a thing where we set these filters to low density structure and these ones to rocket fuel. Which is going to strand some low density structure down here, but whatever. And we can actually do that better as well, can't we? So we're not stranding quite so many resources. And then we are... I mean, we do actually want to be launching red ships. Can we... So, with that in mind, can we just be launching red ships and science? This is exactly what we wanted. We did want to be launching red ships and science. Yeah, fine. And then I guess we see if we can connect this guy as well. Okay. Yeah, we are making rockets, and this is... I could just fire... I don't actually think I can fire everything, and I think if I fire everything and I throw a bunch of this stuff up here, which is not what we want. But yeah, we've got a tiny sad amount of science. We are boosting red chips into orbit as well, which is a thing we want to do. We are now draining these buffers. These guys are... We're not getting any solid fuel through because we're not processing stuff. But the grid is at least not actually any better. We are still stuck for this ice situation. I was kind of hoping that running a silo at 13 megawatts when it's building would actually be... Yeah, I think these ones... I think we're going to have a blacklist on red chips of any quality. And just make sure that we are building the thing that we want. Like, I think we will be shipping out a bunch of red chips. I think that's definitely a thing that's going to happen from this location, because we've got the red chips. And then also, just any of the science can also get on the rocket. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to be a bigger hit on the power grid, but it's kind of not. I was expecting this to be, you know, 13 megawatts there. That should be using some fuel, and it's kind of not using some fuel. So, yeah, this whole thing here did not work at all. I think we'd have to do it from this side, wouldn't we? We'd have to go... actually, we wanted... First of all, we wanted these things to be on opposite sides of the belt. Like so, and then if we did this, then we would have a way of just disposing of any ice. And it might also be that some of this ice gets upgraded over here and goes back onto the belt, but nothing is looking for ice, and so the ice just ends up in the pit of despair. It sucks to be that ice. Yeah, we still have here. The other thing, yeah, we are going to do one more thing before we go, and that is beacons, because I think beacons, when all of this is running, yeah, there's like green chips, sometimes upgraded green chips, red chips are a thing that's falling through, steel and coils are also just a thing that's on this belt naturally, which means that we should be doing a better job of drawing off water now that we are letting stuff through and processing more stuff. But I think here, or actually on nearly any of these places after the blue chips get turned into green chips, I think we could have another one of... Yeah, I guess we move this green chips into the... I guess we could just do this one with the long head and sort of just go like there, whatever. Yeah, you get all your stuff. Get me the rest of the engines that I want for a second silo, because we may as well have a second silo. And then we can have here, say, here, you're going to make me beacons at uncommon quality with all the quality mods, and maybe we get something nice from it. I think we should. We should be, at some small rate, be finding the things that this wants. Do I have anything I want? I have a bunch of steel. Cool. This does mean that we're going to be taking the uncommon green and red chips away from this wagon that wants the uncommon green and specifically red chips, in order to be upgrading gear. We are currently short of red chips as well. Super interesting. What are we upgrading? We actually shouldn't be... I don't think we are recycling uncommon red chips for any reason. Yeah, over here we're pulling plastic off. Yeah, like this is fine, but this is not a rate of stuff I am super happy about. In fact, we've got here, we need more just regular iron through here, and we are not finding it. So we're going to have to address that as well, and that might also be a thing we solve from the other station. Yeah, let's go and... Yeah, because the thing I wanted to do with these beacons was also limit these to, say, Not that. This. Uncommon beacons equals 0. Because we don't have... Like, we don't have that much stuff. We need... Yeah, we don't have a lot of uncommon green chips. Actually, we can have a bunch of uncommon green chips. Don't we have a bunch of uncommon green chips over here? We do. This is enough for like a beacon and a half. So you get in there. These ones are also broken, but it's fine. Yeah, these are just a regular green chips for our electric engines that we are sometimes quality boosting. This was the thing I was thinking about when I was thinking about getting uncommon refined concrete here to make a bunch of uncommon electromagnetic plants, but I think that's mostly fine. And this chest is a mess, and I'm gonna leave... Yeah, you already got the uncommon steel. We've got a lot of that. I wanted to leave in this box this random garbage. These two are the same, these two are the same, whatever, I kind of don't care. In fact... actually, no, let's leave some of the uncommon stuff. In fact, let's try and box. If any of the uncommon concrete goes past, yeah, it's actually this filter, isn't it? It's this filter except any quality. Put it here, have a box, don't even bother limiting this, just, like, I don't think we're doing anything else with concrete, but just get all of the concrete that we might want, that we could later turn into better plants, and then, do I care about ice? I really don't care about ice. Ice can get over here, ice can get over here. Yeah, these, we do sometimes get some stuff back, which is weird, and then, yeah, I've got some gears that I don't want. I've got a lot of gears that I don't want. I don't think that we need... Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because all of this stuff is specifically looking for regular plate. Whereas... Oh yeah, you're done. Deliver that cargo to... Future. Sure. You know what I might do? I think we might also just put a splitter here. So that we can have 3 inserters that say use filter for red chips. Quality any, because I don't know what we're exporting here, but it is coming off the mall. And then also... Yeah, I want to put these in a place here where I can circuit condition them to, say, this piece of belt. And this piece of belt is going to go read everything on this belt. And then you go there and we break the belt connection. It's fine, we were going to do that anyway. These guys only run if science... Where's science? Science is down here. Electromagnetic science pack is equal to 0. Is that... I don't know if this is going to do what we want, because this is also not checking any of the other qualities. But the idea is, we'll send a pile of red chips to space, because we like sending red chips to space, and we have noticed that we have a surplus of red chips. Do we have? We don't really have a surplus of blue chips, especially if we're sending them out. And then... Yeah, all of these red chips would just be fantastic on Novus. We'd be able to do a lot of stuff with them. So I think we're going to turn Fulgora into a net red chips exporter. We are also kind of hitting this water usage, which is nice. We are still trashing these things. We're not really clearing this water off. Is this the place I want to be? I don't know. And then... Yeah, this power output is still weird. Maybe it's because we are also just capturing a bunch of lightning from these things at some point. But yeah, oh yeah, this was going to remind me to make speed modules in here at some point, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's check whether or not we've got any beacons, because I'm kind of not expecting... We have some beacons. We have an uncommon beacon. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Give me this uncommon beacon, and then, because we've got a plan, I should have been doing this earlier, because this plan is apparently hurting my UPS, no idea why, is pretty easy to see through, but we're just going to handcraft 6 speed 2 modules, and then this beacon can go... yeah, it doesn't matter, we don't have... These guys are full. These guys are waiting on light oil. Oh, because we didn't move... That's super interesting. Can we... All of this would have to move, so this is going to be a good thing to fix beforehand. Actually, we can just... Yeah, I think we just rotate it this way and then pull the oil in from a different direction. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. And it might just be there. There, we fixed it. Actually super easy. This guy is going to now make us a bunch more... Do we have... I don't want to give away the module 2s. Yeah, you are running but not copper, which we could... Why not? Oh, because your outputs are full. Which means that downstream we don't have... Yeah, these are things to think about, the balance of how we've got our resources set up, because we need more accumulators, for which we need iron. We have batteries. We have normal batteries. We have uncommon plate. We have a couple of uncommon batteries, which are also the things we could turn into the iron to make the accumulators and to make the green chips. The green chips are actually the thing that we are short of, and it's also just the coils getting through here. Upgrade these guys for more productivity bonuses. Do I have coils? Yes, your problem is plate. And then, yeah, this is actually isn't what we want to do, because we want to make sure that, yeah, we've still got this iron loop here is giving us some problems, and it might just be as simple as, you know what, let's clear it off and see if it works better. It might be as simple as taking... Oh, it's also still not getting the copper through. Of which we have a source of uncommon copper here, so... Wait, didn't we... Yeah, here's this thing for... Can you have... You cannot. I guess we're going to do productivity things again. Yeah, here's this uncommon copper. And if we had the uncommon copper closer to this thing, we could use this uncommon copper to make coils. So there's maybe some ways to do this. I think the thing we do, yeah, I think the thing we just do when we come back next time, you are also full, continue delivering to future, because why not? Times are good, resources are available, yeah. And when we come back, we are going to look at connecting this guy to stuff over here, which was kind of already the plan that I was going to do before making all this work, but we also did get a new science running today, kind of. Oh yeah, we got the beacon, but didn't put the beacon anywhere. Hilarious. And then also, yeah, look at the balance of things coming in, because we could have... I mean, like, this is a decent amount of stuff. We just need this to be different stuff. Yeah, because we're still powered by 14 recyclers. We could be powered by 3 times that, which would also give us a thing to do to draw more of this water out. Yeah, yeah, good times. We've got a silo. We're putting science on a silo. We're putting red chips on a silo. Yeah, lots of stuff.